What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my OceanBlock Let's Play for episode 12. I like how it's always a question. You never really know. So I've moved over all of my drawers here, and I've realized I had to move my controller here in the middle because the reason that these ones over here on the very far end weren't being connected is because they can only be connected 12 blocks away from the original controller. That could be solved by using the drawer controller slave. I tried using it and it didn't seem to work, so I think I'm using it wrong. I've moved it into the middle and now everything is being seen. I've even moved over a lot of the mob items from the chests up top, so we have those now part of our system. A lot of which I don't think I'm ever going to get through, like 323, what is this, raw codfish? Obviously I don't have the cooked versions of them in here. One other thing I did end up actually doing is making this guy, the fire crop. So this guy, I think it's like 30 seconds to harvest, 35 seconds in Supremium. And that's letting me basically create buckets of lava in my crafting grid here. So if I look up the fire essence and what I can use it for, so you can use it to make sand, flint, red sand, and soul sand, which this nether essence one actually might not be terrible for us to get too. And this is why people say like mystical agriculture is very broken, because it lets you do a bunch of stuff, but I mean that's pretty nice just to pull out a bucket of lava when I need it. So if I do one for water essence, then I can do the same thing with that. And I bet if I combine, like, well, I guess it would show up here if I could. I was gonna say if I combined like water and fire, if I can make obsidian just straight out of that, but I have obsidian essence being made, so but it does look like lava plus an ice charge would make obsidian, but all the other ways are through here. But yeah, I have an obsidian plant right here because I needed obsidian, and this is kind of just a nice passive way of getting it, and I don't need to worry about it. And you get 16 blocks or 8 blocks or something like that out of one recipe, so real good. Don't mind that at all. And so I know we talked about going to the Nether. I always feel like I have like more time to kind of think about what to do between episodes, but now that I've cleared this out pretty much, and we're going to be moving, I think, our smeltery downstairs too, because we're not going to be using it very often, only when we make new tools or anything of that nature, which I do want to make some new stuff and prepare for the Nether a little bit, because watching Dyer go into the Nether, it seems pretty dangerous. So I want to make sure we have a good bow, good armor, not scuba gear, and not this like mix matched set that we have going on here, before we go in there. And yeah, and potions as well. I still haven't touched these chests over here. I probably should have actually pulled them over when I was doing the other ones, but it's really not a priority. Like, I don't need any of this stuff in my system. Like, the sticks would be nice, but I could just bring those in whenever I need it. I don't need any of these types of potions. The potion of healing is nice. We might keep a couple of those on us. And we can go through the bows and armor later on. Yeah, not too worried about that stuff right now. But what I am worried about, because the more and more I keep thinking about it, I really cannot expand, especially after making all of these into factories, even just the basic ones. My power is really suffering. These guys, they only make, what was it, 70 a tick? Yeah. So that's 280 a tick right there. These guys are destroying that right now. So although I really like this as a renewable resource, and I think I might keep our controller powered specifically by this, because I like the fact that it's renewable and it's really cheap, and then we'll just move all of our machines to the new power. Plus, this thing, I don't think it's ever going to... Well, actually, it will. It will use more than 280 FE a tick once we get into wireless stuff, because the wireless range stuff, which we might tackle this episode too. I don't think it's terribly difficult. No, because it's using the cheaper recipe. Yeah, even this is all cheap. But I don't want to do that just yet, because I don't want to put any more strain on our power than what is currently there. And I've ran a bunch of materials through here just to see if things would keep up. Our oxygen production is okay. But I think another one of these electrolytic separators would be good. Possibly even two, just to be overkill about it, because these are kind of set it and forget it type of things. But that is down the road. I don't want to worry about that right now. What I want to do today is work with Powah, and we're going to create, I already have some bookmarks here. We're going to create the basic reactor. We're going to skip the starter one, because we can go immediately to the basic one for not much more resources, and we have plenty of them. Going to hardened means that we need hardened capacitors, which is going to need energized steel, which we need to go and do their whole thing. And again, don't have a whole lot of power, and each one of these is going to cost 10,000 FE to make, which we could do it because I think each one of these holds 100k. So one of these could do 10 of those, which gives us 20 bars, but it's just not sustainable. Getting all that power back, doing all that stuff, it's just going to be a pain in the butt, and getting reactor is going to be fairly easy. All we need to do is create, I think it's 36 of these blocks, I think. Let's see. So we got plenty of uranite, which is what it's powered off of. So let's just make one of them, and I think it'll tell us. Yeah, so this is the little diagram of what it's going to make, and there we go, 32 more. Okay, so yeah, 36 blocks total, and then that little outline, it's going to create, I believe it's a 3x3 of just a solid block. So we're going to put it inside the wall over here after we make another 32 of these, which 32 divided by 4 is 8 more of these guys. So 1, 2, and we're out. just that quick, we're out. So we'll just make, I think we can get away with doing just 2 more sets of these, or not. Whoop. By the way, to make the dielectric paste, I didn't want to use our blaze powder for obvious reasons. We got very little of it. So that's why I wanted the fire essence to make lava buckets. All right. So there we go. 16 of that. And then, what did I say? 8. So we need 6 more of these. Beautiful. And then this guy. Ooh, 32. Okay, so one more set of these fellas. 4. All right, there we go. And quest complete. Oh, which reminds me, we have a ton of quests to turn in, because I realized that even though I made all these storage upgrades, except for the diamond one, we weren't getting credit for them because I didn't make the obsidian one. So made the obsidian one, and now we can go down the line here. Great, another laser lens. Rubber seeds. It's the wrong type of rubber too, which was something I was sad about. I wanted plastic. I'm okay with these range upgrades though, for sure. Especially tier 4. Oh shit, and a simple machine frame. All right, cool. Large crate, great. Rod of the Highlands. So I think outside we have a big crate. I'm not sure if we have a big or a large crate. So we can get that going too. Oh, we got 3 of them. Very cool. So that saves us some time getting latex, and I like that we're getting rewards out of the dissolution chamber, because this machine is such a pain to use. This, I'm not sure what this one does. I don't know. It kind of looks like a donut. Remote storage, those upgrades, throw all that stuff back in there. And then we got another side, digital storage. Same thing with this guy. We never made the 1K storage disk. We made the part, but then we immediately converted them to 4Ks. So I made a 1K really quick and broke it back down. Okay, cool. We got a growth accelerator. More. Ooh, and another ender tank. Very nice. Wait, is that our first ender tank or our second? I'm not sure. Band of Aura. Is that the one that gives us mana? Fire seeds. Animal feeder. Not bad. We completed another quest too with that. Fantastic. Obsidian seeds. There we go. Another range. And a protection wand, which I think just locks blocks from other players breaking it. Yeah. Animal feeder is very nice. We're going to put on this aura ring because I think that might be the one. Oh, 2 ender tanks. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. And then a growth accelerator, which is fantastic. We can actually just go put that up stairs right now. I think. Yeah. So this one right here. And so now that one, oh my gosh, we got so many essences out of that for a 10% chance. That one should grow faster, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, like without just making a ton of these, like they're really, I don't know, they're kind of lame. Large crate, damn it. It's okay. So we'd have to make a big crate to finish up that quest. But yeah, Ring of Aura. Band of Aura, sorry. No? Nothing? Do we have step up yet? No, we don't. I don't know what that's I thought that was the one that gave you or like collected like mana slowly. I don't know. I think we got to take our sashes and actually make them into either like the Globetrotter or the other type of sash. Regardless, let's get into this. I just screamed into your guys' ears, so you're welcome. We're just going to dig a little slot out of our wall here to add our power. Because I do actually want to... oh, I got a hammer that can do this. Why am I doing it like this? So silly of me. Look at that. That's so much better. And then we're going to dig into this area because we want access. Because we're going to need to run water. So I'm going to take this water line and bring it all the way over. Because we got to cool our reactor because that's going to reduce its usage of fuel. So I'm gonna run it in a way to where hopefully I don't run over it. And oh, okay, sorry. Oh, is it taller? Is it taller than this? I thought it was a 3x3, my dude. I'd like to apologize. I'm so sorry. That's on me assuming your height. There you go. And it's gonna take all 36 of those blocks and place them down for you, and then once it's done it'll create boom its own multi-block structure. So we're gonna keep it in like this. I think that looks kind of neat, and we'll replace these blocks at some point, I'm sure. And then you put your fuel here, which for Powah is uranite, or no, yes. So all those like weird like poor dense ones or whatever, that's what we use to make uranite, and we got tons of it. Yeah, we got 1,000 of it right now in here, and that's what we use to fuel it. But as soon as we put it in there, it's going to start making power, so it can hold 4 million, which is so sick. So we got a 4 million FE battery right here, and you could turn it automatically off. When it has less than 70% of its own energy, it'll start back up. which we absolutely want to keep on, because why would anybody want that off? I don't know. So that's where it stores. This is the temperature. So technically speaking, the hotter a reactor is, the faster it'll go through its fuel and the faster you'll get energy, but the less efficient it becomes. So we want to pump water into it. That way it stays nice and cool. And so we're going to run our pipe down like this. That way we can still walk back here if we need to. We don't got to hop over a tube. And I'm just going to assume that our little pump over here is going to be plenty. Yeah, so we got water in there already. And now all we need to do is just grab uranite and toss it right here. And that's it. So now it's filled up. And now we're making power. Currently generating 3.8 thousand FE a tick. And we can extract 50K a tick out of there. So the generation factor, it says 400. I don't know why it says that when like it obviously generates faster than that. We already have 1.5 million RF, which is more than we've ever had or used, I think, this entire time. So there it is. I don't think that we have to worry about this one blowing up, which for people that don't know, a lot of reactors, like the Draconic Evolution one, which that's super end game for us, you basically create a sun or like a star that you store power in, and like it's mind-blowing. It's such a fucking cool mod. But yeah, we are far away from that. So anyways, we're going to tap in to our power here. I don't think that I need to pull it from here. Well, I guess I do. Okay. Fantastic. Boom. Right there. Tons of power. So, I don't really know how to, I guess, yeah, because they're kind of like right next to each other here. I'd have to run a separate line. So as of right now, let's just say that they're working together. And then later on, when I feel like moving everything around, we'll take the lava stuff off and we'll be good. So there we go. We solved our power issue. We have tons and tons of power. Can we just talk about how easy that was? About how just how painless it was to create that reactor. And we got so much power out of it. So now I think it's probably a good time to... We're good at that. We don't need any of those. See, now we can get into these guys too, because I'm not worried about our power. I want to create a wireless crafting grid because I don't want to have to keep coming to my little grid here. So we're going to... I made 2 of those, didn't I? I'll just make 2 of those. Why not? Heck yeah. Ooh. Yeah, see, I almost made the wrong one. You gotta make sure you make the wireless crafting monitor, not the regular old wireless grid. So I think, oh shoot. Oh, that's monitor. See, I almost messed up right there. Crafting grid. There we go. Like another. I just wish it was kind of easier to see. Okay, so it's the last one. Oh, we need more of these guys, and we're out of processor bindings, which is fine because they are so cheap. And we'll just make 5 more of these diamond ones. I've also changed my thing up here to JEI synchronized. That way when I search things up here, it pulls it up over here as well. Okay, wireless crafting grid, fantastic. But now we need an antenna to actually communicate with it. And this guy has a pretty small radius to it, and it just needs to be connected to any refined storage item that's on your network. So we can put it like, I'll put it here. That way I can access it from the other side currently. So its current radius is 16 blocks. And you'll see that this little guy is already like our most expensive thing running right now at 8 FE a tick. So we're already up to 34. And any ranged upgrades that you put into it is going to increase that number pretty significantly. So let's see. Range upgrade. And it uses a lot of ender pearls. Which is, you know, kind of lame. But, you know, these things, you gotta do these things. So let's go quickly check to see how many ender pearls we have before we go into this. All right, so we got 220. That's not terrible. We can definitely work with 220. Because I think I'm only gonna put like maybe 1 or 2 in there. We'll go 2. Let's just do 2. I think that's gonna be more than what we need. Right now, and I don't want to break the bank, even though we just got a ton of extra power. So 32 blocks. That now takes us to 24 FE a tick, which really 50 a tick is really not that bad in the long term of things. You can see this guy, we've burned through 20k. That's probably from the machines here. But that's going to handle itself no problem. Like, we don't need to worry about it. And it has plenty of uranite in there for now. And it's a super abundant resource that we can just quickly make much more of it. Okay, so now we need to charge our little guy, which I don't... Yeah, right there. There we go. And all we need to do now to access our system is just right-click. Oh, I have to pair it. That's right. There we go. So shift right-click on your controller on whatever network, because you can have multiple networks. You can have different systems. Now we just right click it and we have our whole setup here. So we'll just change this to JEI, and with 32 blocks from that thing, we should be able to reach it pretty much everywhere on our island. And you can get an infinite range one upgrade too, but that uses another star, and then it also uses like 4,000 RF a tick of power just to idle. Yeah, there we go. So that's pretty good. We can keep this on us now. And what's great is that it can actually go into a curio slot. So we can keep it in there. And I don't know what the hotkey is for it right now. Category. Maybe just like a wireless. Open wireless crafting grid is right now Control G. I'm going to change that to Shift E. That way I can just Shift E and open it regardless of what I'm holding or anything. Just Shift E opens up that, and then just normal E opens up my normal inventory. Okay. Another thing is, while this guy is on me, it's going to use energy. You can see it's already at 2,900 out of 3,200, which this can't be upgraded. I wish you could put a bigger battery in this. But I'm sure a lot of us probably hope you could do that with cell phones anyways. I want to get into, or I want to see, I haven't checked the recipe on it, these player transmitter. So these little antennas from Powah are basically wireless charging per person. So use an aerial pearl on a zombie or husk. Okay, great. That's already kind of a problem. And then for the next tier, you need to use the previous tier. Okay, so these basically are wireless charging antennas that also have a range to them, but when you get within range, it charges everything that's on your body. So anytime I want to just put one at the house, so every time I come to the house, it recharges this, plus any of the other future items that I have with power. But it looks like we need to create whatever that aerial thing is. This thing, aerial pearl. Okay, pretty simple. Now we need to use it on a zombie. I'm just going to keep that on me until the next time I see a zombie, and then make that item. So for right now, that's it. Let's see. Was there anything else with Powah that I wanted to do? I do want to get into the energy cell stuff, but I think what we're gonna do is for wireless power, for machines and like just bringing wireless power around, we're going to use the Flux Network stuff. because I've used this stuff before and it works great. And it's basically just like a big battery that you assemble. You can see like the little cages here. Flux block, dust. It's a little complicated. Honestly, I think that's probably my only gripe about it. Is that the titanium with low temp. Got it. Yeah. So it's a little complicated, it looks like, to get through in this pack, but I think it'll be good. I mean, with Powah, which we do need to actually just create one of these energizing things, because I think we're doing more harm to ourselves not having it instead of just making it. So okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's make it. Oh. Make that one. I love that you have to make 2 different types. It's good. It's good. That guy, and then can we go straight? Wait, hold on. Let's check our quests. First off, we'll grab that. Another dye seed. Fantastic. Another band of aura. Great. Energizing rod. Okay, it can be any of them. Great. Player transmitter, energy cell. Yeah, ender gates is what another way of doing wireless power. Looks like it uses their cables. Yeah, for the lowest here. And then an ender core, which you need to energize, and an eye of ender, the casing, and then a tiny capacitor. Got it. Okay, so all that uses that. Okay. So I'm going to go straight to basic then, because harden, we're going to need this setup. Powah. Whoops. I'm going to put that over here. That way I can get to it more. We don't need our ring. I don't know why I favorited that. So it looks like block of quartz. Oh, we do need the beginning one. Dang it. Okay. So we're going to just make 4 of these. What did I run out of? Tiny capacitors. All right, wonderful. And so the way that this thing works is basically running out of room back here. Let's see. How can I do this? How can I do this elegantly? The only way that I know how to do this is I need another like square to work with here. So we're gonna carve out another square right next to our reactor, because then we can pull power directly from it off of a different line, because this whole setup uses like so much power. I'll do one more. Basically, this guy, little pedestal, can go anywhere. Not a big deal. And then I'm just going to, for the sake of space, I'm going to go up one more. And you're going to need cables all behind it. There we go. Power up those cables. And then these guys need to... Now, it doesn't need to be top down like this either. I'm just doing top down because I think it looks cleaner. These little rods can be anywhere near it. And they'll auto-link to whatever they can charge up. But there is a tool where you can specifically choose which ones they link into. So energizing steel was what? Iron and gold, I believe. we look up Powah energizing, whatever. Yeah, one each will give us a energized steel. So if we right click one of each, it'll automatically choose it, or automatically start it rather, and you can see the percentage of it going up there. That speed is directly proportionate to how many of these guys you have. I think up to 9. That's why I did a 3x3 here. I think it's up to 9. And what tier they are. So you can see we already got it. And that's all it is. That's what this whole setup is. But it pulls a ton of power. Each one of these crafts is costing us 10k. But you use this to upgrade to the next tier of them. And it looks like, I mean, we could have just actually immediately upgraded these probably to the next one, but I think we'll make enough to where we can make enough hardened capacitors to upgrade these guys to that tier. Oops. Oh, darn it. Okay, and you can see it's kind of a pain. It's really difficult to automate this as well, but it is possible. So I'm going to upgrade these guys. And then possibly, no, we don't need any of the wireless stuff. I think, I don't know. I'll see you guys next episode for whatever we do. I don't want to give you any promises like going to the Nether yet or whatever. I need an episode to think about it. I'll see you guys for the next one. If you guys enjoyed this, I truly am appreciating the amount of views that these are getting, even though, I mean, like, I'm excited for like 100-something views per video, but I'm happy that they have been consistent really for the entire series. So, and even though the comments are lacking, it's fine. It's the people that are talking, I'm trying to respond to. I appreciate all the suggestions, and yeah, I don't know. I'm having a blast. Hope you guys are having a blast. I'm a little worried because we've been doing daily episodes, but I have a vacation that's coming up, and then there's Thanksgiving like right after that. So I'm trying to, I need to put some time into this and get you guys these episodes out. Anyways, thanks. I will catch you guys later. Have a great day.